till it ain't. Things will never be the same. Never be the same again. Everything's so strange. It ain't a game no more. We were just getting lifted. Yesterday. Now we're just reminiscing about yesterday. Keep my head above water, my eyes getting bigger, the world getting smaller. I've been getting richer, only made me crazy. Mama said I'm different since I was a baby.
Mahima, oceans, give me a sip of that potion. No, my heart is not broken, but I feel like it's open. Please somebody do surgery, tell the doctor come work with me. I keep looking at my soul, praying but only God knows. And I've been working 9 to 9. Yeah. But they
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss. Here's Fox. Offline with his three. Here's Morant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. The best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
There are some of the all-time greats playing at the guard spot these days. I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup to watch.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Turnover. Sacramento ball.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Counted. And Greg, you talked about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Left side, Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Fox. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
3 points.
Developing different parts of his game. Fox knows he has to enhance his pull-up jump shot.
It's deflected. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. There's the lob to the hoop. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
That's tipped. Here's Doncic. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Well, Luka has options all over the floor. He's a versatile shooter who can utilize the mid-range.
Now here's Morant. They need this. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the King. To the middle. And the dunk button.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball. And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the inside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Here's Turner. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Here's Kuzma. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooting.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. Takes it inside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Turner. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Sacramento. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Sacramento.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're hitting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
And they get it back. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Coming onto the floor for Sacramento.
And the Kings with possession. They're on a 16-3 run right now.
2 minutes.
Pass to Turner. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morant with another miss.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
It's Dort on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
To the paint. And stolen by Favors. Fast break, here we go. Over in the corner, Dort. Melton trying to break free. Dort misses. Kings leading now by 7. .50 seconds left in the first. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Into the lineup for the Kings.
Pass to Chris. Shoots over Dort. And the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So the Kings call timeout, their first.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Sacramento making a switch here. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Sacramento. It's a 5-point game. And the dunk by Doncic.
Slammed down by Doncic, a monster in the backcourt at 6'7".
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Rebound by the Kings.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
1 second left. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 13. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Sacramento Kings. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
First personal foul. First
And Chris,
team
one
foul.
change we're seeing now. A lot less post-up scoring. Do you miss it?
I do miss it. If you're 7 foot, you should be close to the basket at times if you have game. I mean, you got to win. But I love to see how players who do it effectively inside and outside. I mean, think about Embiid. Think about Jokic. I mean, and on the whole, I love the way that the game has evolved. And I really miss the post-up because you have to have complete game. And I think we're rewarding skill and complete game now. So I think it's going to come back.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. And he says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. Inside. And stolen by Favors. Doncic with it. Williams picks him up. Doncic with it. He's got 13. Williams with the block. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Pass to Williams. Over in the corner, White. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he slams it one-handed.
So the defense just handed White that assist. I mean, he smartly feeds a wide-open shooter.
For three, Fournier.
Evan Fournier.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Start it.
Fournier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. Both teams changing it up here.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe
It'll be a
you
turnover.
slipped that far. That's
Kings
how
ball.
good Doncic has been in his young career.
Sacramento leading by 5. From deep. Rebound by Williams. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear though he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Marquise Chris.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second team
The
foul.
throw is good by Toppin.
At the line for Norfolk.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
It's Fox with the drive.
De'Aaron Fox.
Count that bucket. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Morant for 3. And the ball on a play. The Kings will
The
inbound.
ball goes to Sacramento.
Sacramento leading by 5. Fox feeling it out a bit. For 3, Fournier.
Evan Fournier.
Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fournier's got 6 points.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game. And their shots are falling now with more
Marquise
regularity
Chris.
than we saw at first. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The 3 from Morant. They get it again. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Kings ball. In the lineup for the Kings.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Driving in. Chalk up 2 there.
De'Aaron Fox.
Fox has got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
And boy, has
2
he
minutes
come
remaining in the
alive.
first half.
Since
2
the
minutes.
start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
And yes, it's good.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
Out to Kuzma. Another 3 for Sacramento.
3.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line. His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Milton with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. That shot off. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 13 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
So that's what you want to do. Fox forces the defender to commit, gets him in a tough spot, and gets the trip to the line.
I really enjoyed watching De'Aaron Fox blossom into a leader over the first few seasons in the league.
All that comes with confidence. He has emerged as a star player, and he's become more and more assertive as a teammate. That's when it got obvious that he's a player you can build a franchise around.
Pass to Dort. Shot to stop the run. And the jumper is on the mark. Dort got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
He's considered one of the quickest guys in the game. Fox, he really hurts defenses on these takes.
Out to Favors. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Outside, Fox. With the drive.
Home team foul.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Superior strength from the little man. Fox accepting the challenge and fighting through the contact well.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings Out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Morant outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant left side. And he drives in.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
Now here is Hardaway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Luka Doncic.
Good work there as it goes. And the Kings lead by 15.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Now here's Morant. Takes the 3. And with the rebound.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found the mark. It's been a good start.
And the foul on Obi Toppin. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Here's Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
Luka Doncic
drops it in from 14 feet away. Doncic has got 17.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Into the lineup.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The drive by Doncic. Pass to Chris. Poked away. And here's Fournier. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. He takes it in. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
They've been very sharp to start the half. Perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that 3-ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
Anthony Melton.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
And you think back to the 2018 draft, the Anthony Melton was a sleeper. And after falling to the 46th pick, a lot of teams now wishing they hadn't slept on Melton.
Yeah, 3 years later, he signs a 4-year, $35 million contract. Didn't hang his head, kept working, and he's earned his keep.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
Both teams will make substitutions. Kings leading now by 17. Outside Williams. To the inside. Here's Fox.
2 minutes remaining.
22 points for him. That one good for 2.
De'Aaron Fox.
Well, we've seen more of this recently from Fox, a confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Pass to Favors. Outside White. Back to Melton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. From past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
In for Sacramento.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Push the pedal, spin the wheels. I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games. Just shut the door and pump the brakes. Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you trying to please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes. Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you trying to please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games. the door and pump the brakes.
I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was deep in the. Mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that. My auntie was getting the education. My daddy was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I'm digging your, she digging me too. We digging each other, the shovel the crew. Prefer to see you and your friend and playing it smooth, breaking the rules, keeping it player the way that I move. I'm too groovy, don't knock on my groove. You used to with. You stepped on my shoes. I got set the charter for breaking the rules. Now I'm a little smarter, I'm keeping it cool. You used to if you stepped on my shoes. Got set the charter for breaking the rules. Now I'm a little smarter, I'm keeping it cool. But I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was deep in the. Mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that work in. My auntie was getting the education. My daddy was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I f***ed that money a couple times. I ran through that bag and won't left a dime. The first claiming they here for the ride was really the first ready to slide. I take it to stride. This big trilly, I'm foolish pride. Crossing me, never ever ever gonna slide. You might as well. Brain cells just like fish, they for a real long time. 2020 my year, my star gon' shine. By the time you know that gon' be blind. But I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was. Mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that work in. My auntie was getting an education. My daddy was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves. Fox with the steal. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is why